Hello fam, welcome back to our channel. Some days back, there was jubilation in the air from the north, from the southwestern region, particularly in Ondo State, where the governor had declared that henceforth, going forward, there will be what we call Odua anthem, before any function anywhere. The Odo anthem must be made, before the sign of recognizing the culture, the heritage of the people, and all that. Well, right now there seems to be trouble brewing on that aspect. People are beginning to, inquiries, are beginning to drag the situation, are asking things. I do not know how the government will react to this, but before going to the newspaper to find out what it is that is causing problem over this particular matter, we'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, residents of Ondo State of the Ijaw extraction have kicked against the state government adoption of Odua anthem. The Ijaw urged the state government to immediately put on hold the Odua anthem adoption and conferred with Ijaw leaders to come up with the Ijaw version of the anthem if it must be sung in public places. Hey. It will be recalled that the dissolved State Executive Council last week approved the adoption of the Odua anthem to be sung after the national anthem at official and public functions. It said the Odua anthem was meant to project the tradition and the culture of Yoruba tribe. But it just described the action as highly provocative and very irritating, saying it portends a deliberate affront to the peace-loving Ijaws of Ondo State. The Ijaws accused Governor Rotimi Akeredolu of running info without recourse to the pluralistic nature of the state. Representatives of the Ijaws in the Ondo House of Assembly, Honorable Success Tohukijo, representing Ondo constituency, said it was preposterous to adopt an anthem for the state in Yoruba language without thinking of the concerns of the Ijaws, where the state has two ethnic nationalities, the majority Yoruba and the minority Ijaws. See wahala. Honorable Tohukijo, in a statement issued in Akure, said it was a ploy to obliterate the Ijaws from the history of Ondo State. Tohukijo urged Governor Akeredolu to toe the path of his predecessors, who he said created a subordinate area council which enjoyed almost equal status with other local governments in the state in 1981. He said the action has put an average right-thinking Ijaw man into psychological trauma, saying it smacked of lack of social equality and an antithesis to a united, just and a free society. According to him, it is perplexing that the governor, in spite of his pedigree, does not possess the political will for an all-inclusive government, and the Ijaws of Ondo State have been consistently subjected to neglect and abandonment on issues of state by his executive and administrative actions. It is pitiable that the Ijaws with a lot of qualified manpower do not have a prominent secretary. Okay, he said does not have a permanent secretary, no judge in the state high court, and we are shortchanged in every facet of the state public services by Governor Akeredolu's executive and administrative actions. It is pathetic that we have only one magistrate court in the whole of the over 250 communities in Ijaw land, and no magistrate is posted to the palace, or to the place rather. This is serious. So, interests of the Ijaws in Ondo State in his administration and executive actions and in all aspects of governance have been neglected. This is intolerable and is outrightly rejected by the Ijaw ethnic nationality. These are one of the problems we get to see in a multi-ethnic state. You can't take a uniform decision without others feeling marginalized and feeling not recognized, feeling neglected. And this is this is the minor view. This is like a subsector, a little picture of how Nigeria is. There are beauties. There's a lot of beauty to multi-ethnicity, but most often than not, there are a lot of things you cannot do when it comes to uniformity, simply because now he's talking about they are actually adopted it Odua anthem. Now the Jaws in Odua, the Jaws in Ondo State are kicking against it with everything they've got. Even their honorable representative, lawmaker, is actually at the forefront of it all, saying they've been marginalized in all facets, in all fronts. The administrative people in Governor Akeredolu's tenure, no Ijaw person, they kept on listing on and on why the Ijaws have been marginalized. One would have expected, just saying, we still have the same Ijaws in Niger Delta as we have the same Ijaws in Rivers, all right? And now we have a part of Ijaw also in Ondo. A part of Ijaw, some are claiming are part of Biafra land. You now begin to see that if they ever call for referendum and they call for disintegration of this country, it will be difficult. Some people have brother will be in another country. You reason it now. If some people say, if they are saying okay, Ijaw is part of Biafra, and there's also another part of Ijaw that's already in Ondo State, and they've agreed that they're actually from the southwest. They have brothers in the River State, and Rivers to Ondo is quite, no, it's not quite a distance. I think if you move out of from Ondo, you get that's Ore. You move down to you move down to Delta. Delta, you can actually head through to Rivers. Yeah, there's a route down to Rivers. You don't need to pass through that Onitsha Anambra. Route it down to Rivers. So you just find out that actually they are stone through. Imagine when they say, okay, let's divide. Your cousin is in another state. You'll not be taking visa to. This is really serious. But looking at the matter at hand, I don't know how Akeredolu, but it has been adopted by right now, Akeredolu has been, you know, sworn in for the second term now, fully. So he's actually in his second term full scale. But his last council have actually adopted Odua anthem. Now they're fighting against this. What will be the cause? Because if I don't know how this is going to play out, but then they're insisting that that anthem should be sung in a Jaw version, so that they don't co-opt them. Say because they're a minority group now, they want to squash them. So that in the history of Ondo, they will know that there's an Ijaw ethnicity in Ondo. Though it's a Odua anthem, there will not be Ijaw anthem to show that the Ijaw also are a part of the history of Ondo and Southwest. That's where we're going to wrap it up. What's your take on this? I hope that Governor Akeredolu know what